Alright, doing some shopping today. Figure we turn on the cameras just to help justify some of the expense because it was for videos. Anyway, we talked about in the earlier videos we're going to be updating our first aid kits and needed a couple of supplies for that. Mostly what I wanted to really try out because I really like the concept. I mentioned we're a big fan of USNERDOC, and he's a big fan of these lock-sack bags, which I'm just going to call it a big fancy Ziploc bag because pretty much that's what it is. It's a heavy-duty, reusable, resealable bag that's going to keep the sand, for us sand, and other people water, out of their gear. And I really like the concept compared to vacuum sealing, being able to open and close the bag and have a good solid seal on it. Sounds good. So I picked up a couple of different sizes here. We'll probably do a video on just the bags, but of course I'm a pretty cheap person, so I wanted to try these, but I also wanted to see if there's something that's, you know, just as good. So we checked out these storage bags from Glad, and then these storage bags from Ziploc, and you know, those were like $3 or something. These were like $3, so figure for $6 for a lot more bags. I can check them out. If they don't work, heck, I'll use them in the kitchen, but if they do work out in the first aid kits, then we've learned something. Another recommendation from USNERDOC is this adventure paper from National Geographic, and actually when he mentioned it in a video, I thought, where am I going to ever find that stuff? And then I was at the store buying the lock sack bags. We have an outdoor store here in town called Summit Hut, and camping, backpacking, mountaineering and stuff. So where I was able to get these right off the shelf, I was able to get the National Geographic paper. And you can take a look at USNERDOC's videos, but for the most part you pay $1 a page for 8.5 by 11 paper. It's waterproof. So once it says I can print it with a laser printer, which is cool, so I'll print on it and see if I can do what he did. And he put his in a jar and let it sit overnight, so it was sort of a label that's waterproof, and I really like the concept of that. So I got some of the adventure paper right away, and I got the 8.5 by 11 because I figured I could make larger or multiple things on one piece of paper and just cut them up or whatever. And then we got some Vitalite, which is just Gluconade, but I guess the name was repulsive to people, so they've changed the name to now Vitalite. And this is my favorite electrolyte type of drink, only because for me the Gatorade gives me heartburn. For some reason this stuff doesn't give me heartburn. So I'm going to try out a couple of the goofy flavors, and then I bought a whole big tub of the orange, which I know I like. So anyway, was out doing some shopping, figured I'd turn on the camera. Feel free to comment. So you'll probably see another video on just the bag comparison, but otherwise stay tuned. We're going to be updating the first aid kits here soon.